underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab for Josh Allen. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Singletary to get the drive started. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. On play action, Allen. Touchdown! O.J. Howard from 4 yards out. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first turnover. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills will take over here
At their own 12-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on first down is Allen. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
56.
Allen off the play fake. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Allen now on first down. Steps away to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Gordon on first down.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
25 yards.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
14,
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on the offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jamison Crowder from 17 yards out. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Allen will try to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
And when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides.
I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mom and daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Denver Broncos and themselves. And off we go from Denver. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Here's Wilson to throw right away. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Wilson on 1st down.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
36 power.
Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On second and 10, Wilson. He's got Hamler on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game...
Touchdown, Broncos! Montrell Washington, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Albert Okuwebuna on the intended target. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. The quick slant caught. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now we give up the middle to Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 41, Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's Wilson.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Albert O from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Wilson running left on the option. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
There he goes, left side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson.
Finding Sutton.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wilson to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look.